Kampala Edge Times. Did it spill? We got it.
Welcome aboard to Kampala Edge Times with me, John Kenny, right here. I'm very glad to have you watch our show, Kampala Edge Talks, once again. And today with me, I have some amazing gentlemen. First of all, I want to congratulate all students. Today is International Students' Day worldwide. I want to say congratulations to the people who have been graduating, and also all students who are going through the struggle, who are studying, making ends meet, trying to make their parents proud. I mean it. You people are the heroes of tomorrow. Let's go straight away to introducing ourselves. First, to the gentleman on the left. Introduce yourself, sir.
Yes, my name is Brian Okori. I'm the National Treasurer of the International Students Association and as well the Secretary of Finance and Administration of the East Africa Students Union. Thank you.
And the gentleman next left.
My name is Joshua Mafavi. I am the Executive Secretary of the East African Students Union.
Nice meeting you, sir. On my right, I have other two gentlemen. Introduce yourself, sir.
Yeah. Good morning, viewers. Hello. I'm called Odu Felix, the political vibrator. I'm Secretary for International Affairs, UNSA, Uganda National Students Association, and at the same time, the Deputy Secretary General, IASU, the East African Students Union. Thank you, sir.
Welcome to this show, sir. Introduce yourself, sir.
Yes, I'm called Owino Robert, the District UNSA Speaker. Welcome.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you.
Now, as usual, at Kampala Edge Times, with positivity, we focus on spreading knowledge. We focus on how to improve society. And today, our topic is based on the recent happenings. We saw bomb blasts in Kampala, and that left us with very disturbing images. But also, we are also focusing on the students. So today, our topic is insecurity in Uganda and the Students Association in Uganda. What is the fate of students in such a political hemisphere? First of all, I want to find out from Mr. Okori Brian. What is your comment on this political situation, this trauma that people are going through?
I think it is not political, like you're stating it. It's basically a security matter. And one, we first have to send our heartfelt gratitude to those who have lost their loved ones with the bombing that happened yesterday. And to the nationals, we want to caution you and ask you that please be vigilant. The bombings are now around, and most importantly, keep safe, be vigilant of everybody who is coming close to you. So nice to ask that question, because now that we're in Uganda, we are known for being one of the most secure nations in the world, that all of us ask ourselves, what's the problem? How are these people coming in? Who are they? And those questions, you can't answer them now. The president had the press release over the same matter yesterday. I had the document I read, and the president was talking about the pigs, and so those people who are trying to come in and bomb. We still don't have a clear investigation on who is doing that. It's not for me to comment on. It's not. I'm not a security expert, but on an overview, I would just say that it is here now, and we have to be very vigilant and see how closely we can counterfight it. Still, it is an insecurity matter, and for us on the security and on the students' part, we are worried because we can be the next target. Chamber University has over 40,000 students, and students are piled over everywhere. So, ours is mine particularly is first to caution our constituency of the students to be safe, and again to ask government to beef up, and we have a stable nation, because now we are staggering a little.
Well, thank you so much for that comment. I mean, this has been very disturbing. I saw images of the lady whose face had been distorted completely, and I can't imagine how she's going to live. I personally also send sincere sympathies to these families and the people who have experienced this terrible incident. Mister, I would like to find out from you, what are the plans of the Uganda Students Association, Uganda National Students Association, for the students on how they are going to protect themselves from such situations that are very unfortunate?
Thank you very much, moderator. I think mine will be a little bit different. I will speak from a greater end of the region. We are all experiencing the insecurity. Schools in Sudan are open, schools in Burundi are open, schools in Rwanda are open. They are operating well. We might not need to have a solid plan to have our schools open in Uganda as well, because it's part of our constituency of the East African Students Union. Now, I am saying we can never plan for this disaster. It happened yesterday at Parliament, almost Parliament, where security is highest, and it happened. So much as we can do plans, much as we can do anything, it calls for vigilance from the students' end. Like the other day, you saw the principal of Makerere University Business School had said no student is entering here with bags, effective the very yesterday. So we are saying our vigilance. Two, we need to report anybody whom we suspect a stranger, anybody whom we think is not part of us. Maybe somebody looks like they can do something wrong. So basically, from us, we rotate around vigilance. But I am saying, given that other institutions in other countries are open, they are doing well, these problems are not there. Let us also open up institutions in Uganda and confine our children. Some of these children are got by accident. Somebody's just walking on the street and then they fall victimized. It's because they are not in the right place. They are not in schools. They are not here and there. So let's have the schools open. Let's have students confined in schools. Nobody, no stranger enters into the schools. Nobody suspected. Everybody should have been checked thoroughly to enter into the schools. So we can work with it that way. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. But maybe if I may chip in,
Yes.
do you expect schools to really open by January next year?
From my own point of view, schools will open. It might be January, it might not be January. We are dealing on hearsays. There is no clear roadmap, there is no clear indication, there is no document to that effect. Somebody just went on TV and said schools will open in January when you hit a target of a certain number which has been vaccinated. And yet, by now, we've not hit that target. This is November, mid-November. We've not hit that target. Schools are supposed to open a month from now. So it is food for thought. We might not open them, we might open them. It's just still at hearsay level.
Well, we hope they do.
Yeah, hopefully. And we guide so, because our students are rotting. The other day I was traveling and a 15-year-old is the one who is the conductor of a taxi, and I'm wondering, where is this world heading? Actually, I was with a colleague. Somebody is a student, a kid is the conductor of the taxi. Girls are getting pregnant. Our children there is violence all over. Schools should open. Yeah.
Honestly, definitely. Thank you for that comment. Seriously, schools really need to open. I don't know if you have a comment, you may drop it in the comment section, because this is a serious issue. Security has become very, very vital, and it's very unpredictable. So I have turned to my right to talk to the gentleman wearing a tie and a coat. He's very smart. You said there's a slang you used to describe yourself. Who are you?
Political vibrator.
The political vibrator, as you hear it. Mr. Political Vibrator, I would like to find out, what is your comment on the political and security situation for the students right now? Give us your view.
Thank you so much once again, viewers of the Kampala Age Times. I still again greet you people. The topic we have on table today in security in the nation, and then the International Students' Day celebration. These are topics that are very important and imperative. Let me give in my comments on security. One, I would like to be on record that matters of security are very sensitive issues. Therefore, I will not go without appreciating the efforts that are being put in place by the different security experts that we have in the country. Definitely good work being done there by the UPDF, the police force, the Uganda prisons, and other security agencies like the ISOP. Away from that, they've really kept the country peaceful. But what I want to tell us as a country, right now as Uganda, we are now having two insecurity we are dealing with. Just yesterday, from the previous speakers we had bombings around the parliament at the Parliamentary Avenue. I want to be also on record and quote His Excellency, who released a press release. He said, the more these people do these attacks, yes, they expose themselves, and we have confidence in our security systems. First of all, yesterday they were able to restore calm in the city, and we did not have any other incidences that happened. The other second insecurity that we are still dealing with is the issue of COVID-19 pandemic, which has not left us. These two insecurities affect not only those who are employed, but it affects the education sector, especially us students who are in learning institutions, in secondary schools, in higher education learning centers, in universities. And then also it affects our parents when they are not going to work. Where will they get the money to pay the tuition that is escalating each and every day in Uganda? Therefore, I also want to call upon the students of Uganda, the youth and the citizens, that let's be vigilant. Security starts with you. If you suspect any unfamiliar behavior, please report, so that we are all secure in this country.
Maybe if I may chip in, someone out there may be wondering, really, report? Who are we going to report to? Because usually, I think when you go to Uganda police, it's usually either involves some money or they take it lightly. So I would like to find out, what procedures should someone take to report? Should they go to court or police? Which one is most trustworthy?
Thank you so much. These agencies are there to help us as citizens. When you suspect somebody who is not familiar, take responsibility, run to the nearest security organ. It could be people of Expo guarding somewhere, inform them, or run to the nearest police post and inform them. It's up to them to act. Just as I said, we are not security experts, but we are giving remedies that could help us all be secure in this country. As I conclude, let me make some communication on the International Students' Day, which is the major issue why this day has been commemorated, the 17th of November 2021. International Students' Day is commemorated worldwide, and this is because of still students who were murdered. 9 students were murdered back then in 1939, just because they went to a rally. 1 student was murdered. Others raised their voices against that to the government of the Nazi in Czech Republic, and the government responded by closing all learning institutions, colleges and universities. Therefore, on such a day, we are saying, as Uganda National Students Association, we expect that we should ensure that there is affordable education in Uganda. Then the second thing we are saying, we as student leaders, we have ideas that can benefit the nation on national development. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Those were very powerful words right there. I think you picked a leaf or two. I personally didn't know what the students, International Students' Day means until a few minutes ago. That was very amazing. Thank you, sir. And at the extreme right, we have another gentleman right there, a very powerful man. I had him being called the speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, may I take this opportunity to recognize you at Kampala East Times? Please give us your comment on the students' situation in this security environment in Uganda.
Thank you. First and foremost, let me call upon all the students who are outside there to be security conscious, because there's nothing you can do when you don't have life. But when you're still alive, all opportunities come and you utilize them. Now, as the previous speaker said, the vibrator, he said we are in 2 types of insecurity. First, the one of bombings, and then the other one, which has affected us seriously, the students.
That's right.
That is the COVID-19 pandemic. It has brought a blow into our foreheads. It has given not only the students, but even the parents, who are now going to face their grown-up children in the levels they don't expect them to be. But now we are calling the government, as they have already given us hope, that in some few months to come, they have to open up the institutions.
By the way,
yes.
When you talked about hope, I remembered something. The government literally came out and said they are not going to support schools. They are not going to support these head teachers. I could not believe it, but they gave it out frankly. We are not helping. Yet we're always hearing about billions being spent on other things, getting embezzled and getting replaced. But when head teachers came up needing support, they were denied it completely. So do you really think the government supports education in the country?
As per my understanding, if they were not supporting the education system, they wouldn't have brought out the ministry to cater for education and sports. So they are doing their best.
Okay, that's
also
logical. Every government has done ministry of education.
Yes.
But by the fact of just denying to help schools, it is very discouraging. It's extremely discouraging.
That's why we, the student leaders, we are now here advocating for them, talking, so that the government should listen and hear our voices. That the head teachers who are there, they need also to be supported.
That's right.
They are not only doing it for their own benefit, but for the benefit of the generations to come. We, the students now, we are now the generations, and we are now the eyes of this country. So if we are not being supported, and if the STEM is not being supported, how will the leaves be there stuck? It will never. So now I'm calling upon the government to see all the education sectors and to bring support unto them. Because if they are not supported, we are down. And that's why you see in some areas, education is now deteriorating.
That's right.
Performance has gone down. So as you are now listening unto us, please, if you have a voice somewhere else that can advocate for the betterment of the students, for the betterment of the schools, please, we call upon you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that information right there. And we call upon the government. I mean, if any government official gets to watch this, please stand up for education, because without knowledge, that's a dead nation. The nation does not make sense when people lack knowledge. People need knowledge to be innovative. We already hear our president talk about middle income status. That is not achievable in an illiterate, a backward, like a cake generation. It's impossible. We need education to be invested in, because that's the root of development. People need to be informed. People need to be self-aware. They need to be confident about what they can do. I think I'm going to get a few last words from the four gentlemen around me right here. And I have to begin again from the great gentleman right there, Mr. Corey Bryan. Mr. Corey Bryan, I want to thank you for the words you've given these people who are watching us. Give us a few last final words for these people, because they have spent.
Thank you so much for the viewers. It's not my first time here. I think it's my second time at the Kampala YouTube show. And basically now we want to close students to know that this is their day. They're celebrating it internationally. From our basis of Uganda, we are saying that get your social media accounts, say hashtag International Students Day 21. That's our hashtag today. Share those hard moments you're having right now, the good moments you have about the education sector. Let's know what's happening to you, wherever you are, wherever you're from. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. And on his right is another gentleman right here. Remind me your name, sir.
My name is Joshua Mafari.
All right. Give us a few final words for the viewers out there who are watching us.
Thank you. Schools can always open as much as we are alive. We may cry so much that they open soon, let schools open. But when they open and you're dead, it's still very useless.
That's right.
So most importantly, let's deal with the pandemic. Let's deal with the vices around. Let's deal with the bombing, the insecurity. When the nation is calm, you will surely go to school. 2 years are few. You may even spend 5 years home and still be alive. So it's better we stay home and be safer than opening schools and not be safer.
So in simple terms, you're supporting the long closure.
I am not supporting the long closure,
yes.
But if it's for a good cause, I wouldn't hesitate supporting it. I am saying let's stay home. If we are supposed to stay home until we've hit the vaccination margin, and then go and vaccinate. When you're a student above 18, walk to a facility, vaccinate, so that these schools can open quickly and we have students contained, so that we keep them from these vices, from the pandemic, from the bombing, the insecurity, mentioned that. And also from the East African Students Union, we would like to join the rest of the world and wish you all a happy International Students Day celebrations. Enjoy yourselves. Call another student and wish them the same. We love you all. Thank you.
Well, that was a powerful message right there. The political vibrator. We have you here. So he has final words for you people. I don't need to introduce him.
Thank you so much. My part in short, just a quick reminder, the major incident we had about terrorism was in 2010, and really citizens came and joined their hands. At such a time, we need every sector in the country to join hands. We need to be united if we are to fight this insecurity that is around. But first of all, ensure that you're safe wherever you are, and then keep others who are around you very safe. Let's trust in the security organs we have. They are doing a good job. That's my comment on security. And finally, on the International Students' Day celebration, this is our day. Let's celebrate it. Let's remember those who died because of advocating for freedom and democracy in the academic space of students. As we celebrate today, go and look at the hashtag on Twitter, on all social media pages, hashtag International Students Day 2021. Our theme is ensuring affordable education for both students in Uganda, in East Africa, and then also in Africa. I must also be on record that the academic sector, the education sector is opening up. Just in 1st November 2021, we saw higher institutions open. So right now, we are on progress. I'm quite confident that come January, we as your student leaders have confidence in us. We shall work with government to see to it that the education sector is open. I conclude by saying that in East Africa, we are saying one people, one destiny. We are Africans, Africa for Africa, where we are saying an integrated Africa that is prosperous and peaceful. Please have a blessed day.
Thank you so much. I think I have to conclude with the other gentleman. Please, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you.
The floor is yours.
First of all, I will begin, or I will sum up by saying that I send my sympathy to those who have been affected. Those are parents, those are people who are struggling to find good future for their students. And those students who are also affected, we feel so sorry for that. Now I will end up by saying that we struggle for liberty. Let us liberate Uganda and for God and my country. You're welcome.
Thank you. That has been the show, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. It means a lot when you tune into this channel and watch this, because this is your number one source for news and trends. And I mean it, because we bring these kinds of people to inspire you out there. If you have a doubt in yourself, these people are here to inspire you, because these are fellow youths. You have to believe in yourself. You can make it. And above all, you have to value life, value yourself, stay safe. Do not go around hanging out in an irrelevant way, because you will either get a bomb. Now we have two problems: either a bomb blast, or you will get a COVID-19 infection. Please stay safe, protect yourself. From me and the entire Kampala H Times team, I have to say goodbye. Thank you for tuning in.
Kampala H Times. Did it spill? We got it.